just the scale of the anxiety as we wait for them for this splashdown at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. here in New York.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those pins and needles moments. We tend to, it's a little bit like waiting in line for a roller coaster. You're both nervous and excited. We're so thrilled to have the astronauts coming back down. But it is going to be a pins and needles moment for sure until they are safely back on the ship after they land in the ocean.
Talk about some of the numbers here. 10 metric ton Orion capsule. About twice the mass of the Apollo capsule, as you put it, Laurie. And what speeds are they hitting? And how hard is this to scientifically ensure that the heat protection's there?
Yeah, so it is. It's a 10 metric ton capsule, about twice the mass of Apollo when it, re-entered the atmosphere. So it's bigger, which is great for the astronauts. We've seen the cramped quarters. Can you imagine how small that Apollo capsule was? And yes, they hit the top of the atmosphere going 25,000 miles an hour. And over the course of 13 minutes, slow down to about 20 miles an hour. That should be their hit velocity, under parachutes, going nice and slow, coming down into the Pacific. And another number I love is the heat shield gets to be about the temperature of the surface of the sun, about 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's really hot. And so this is one of the biggest challenges of space flight is our atmosphere is great to help us slow down, but it heats the heck out of everything. So we've got to make sure those heat shields work. And I think the work between Lockheed Martin and NASA and probably subject matter experts, even beyond those two organizations, have really contributed to the confidence that we have going in to today's reentry. But we'll still all be on pins and needles.
I mean, and the confidence that's been built over the last 9 days or so, this mission, and we don't want to touch on all the wood here at the moment, but has been remarkably successful.
It has. And look, we will celebrate like crazy once the astronauts are back on Earth, and then we can really breathe and take that moment to celebrate what an extraordinary accomplishment here in the year of the 250th birthday of our country to once again inspire the nation and really the world with great science. Their flyby of the moon was, as a scientist, it made my heart go pitter patter. And also all of the data and information that we've gained about Orion and how it works and whether there are things we'll need to tweak before future missions. A lot of that data is resident on the capsule itself and in the brains of the astronauts. All of that will get downloaded once they're back on Earth.
And then push us forward to Artemis II then.
Right. So, and it's going to go fast now. This is what I love. I was involved in this program back at the very beginning, back in 2011, when the very first Orion capsule came off was being built and the SLS was born essentially. And now it's taken us a long time to be flying humans back into deep space with these two fabulous, with the rocket and the spacecraft. But now it's going to go faster. So Artemis III, we hope to launch in next year. So I expect you're going to hear very soon an announcement of crew, more specifics about the mission, which we've changed the mission profile from what was expected previously in order, in part, to accelerate this and hopefully accelerate getting boots on the moon, which we hope will happen in 2028 on Artemis IV.
You're back in academia. What does these moments, I just think about my kids coming home from school every day at the moment with various art projects and things they've been doing around Artemis II. What has it done in terms of inspiring those that are studying under you, those that are now going to study under you?
I think it's a great moment. Apollo inspired a generation around the world to pursue innovation, to pursue technology, to ask hard questions and do things that we thought were impossible. I really hope we're going to have the same impact on this generation, the Artemis generation, and we're really seeing massive amounts of excitement, and not only from space geeks like us, but from everybody that we talk to. And so it's a great moment of opportunity for us in this country to continue to drive STEM learning and innovation.
And Jared Isaacman, of course, the administrator, how important has NASA's focus been on this, to be bold, but also what about the money and what more is needed right now from the government?
Right. I do think Jared has been a real breath of fresh air coming in and trying to drive the agency to move faster, but do so smartly. I also know that he understands, based on personal experience, the risks involved in human spaceflight. And so we're going to fly when we're ready, but we need to start moving things out of the way. When I was director of JPL, I had this group I called the snowplow team, which is, can we get stuff out of the way for the technical folks who are trying to get us further, faster, and get things done? We've got to be the people that clear out that clutter. And I know that he's really committed to that. And it's great because NASA needs that. It's become a bit bureaucratic, and it's great to have that breath of fresh air in Jared.